From the Mount Washington Radio Group Online Newsroom, I'm Gare McKenzie.
A party of skiers up on the southeast snow fields was skiing and felt a big collapse underfoot and turned around behind them, and a slope failed and avalanched. Pretty large avalanche for the area. Historically, none that size have been recorded since the 60s.
That's U.S. Forest Service Snow Ranger Frank Karras talking about what happened Saturday afternoon about 1 o'clock on the summit cone of Mount Washington. Karras says the area is pretty popular with spring skiers, and there were a lot of them on Washington Saturday, enjoying one of the first warm days of spring.
The slope fractured well away from them, so they felt a collapse, and the crack actually traveled uphill, so there was nobody in the path. There was another party on the other side of the crown.
The avalanche was caused by a persistent weak level of snow giving way. Karras says a number of people, including the caretaker of the Harvard cabin, who first alerted authorities about the incident, helped the ski party search for possible victims, but fortunately no one was right in the fall line of the avalanche. He credits the Mount Washington Observatory with providing useful photos. Karras says the avalanche fell about 390 feet and affected about 10 acres.
From the crown down to the toe of the debris, the deepest spots were estimated to be around 20 feet deep. It didn't run very far, but it did carry a lot of snow with it. It also carried a boulder the size of a small car.
Karras wants people to know conditions on the mountain change daily. A daily advisory is posted about those conditions, and people who come up to ski need to have, quote, safe avalanche travel techniques on their minds. To learn more, see the website at mountwashingtonavalanchecenter.org. Police in Fryeburg, Maine say a 19-year-old Fryeburg man accused of breaking into a number of homes and a business in the East Fryeburg area has been arrested again and faces additional charges. Detective Sergeant Josh Potvin says Dylan Thorner of 1302 Bridgeton Road, Route 302, was taken into custody last night after an investigation into his allegedly inappropriate conduct with a 13-year-old Fryeburg girl. Thorner is charged with a felony, violating conditions of release, and misdemeanor endangering the welfare of a child after allegedly giving the girl tobacco products last weekend and having inappropriate computer conversations with her that were discovered by the girl's parents. Thorner had been out on bail in connection with the East Fryeburg burglaries. He's now being held at the Oxford County Jail without bail. Potvin says more charges could be filed after computer equipment is examined. In sports, the Yukon Lady Huskies got a 69-54 win over Texas A&M last night, their 44th straight win, and they'll be going for their record 9th national championship in Nashville. Their semifinal opponent Sunday will be either Stanford or North Carolina. The Chicago Bulls beat the Boston Celtics 94-80 last night. Nelson Cruz celebrated his Orioles debut by hitting a tie-breaking home run in the 7th inning. And Baltimore beat John Lester and the defending World Series champion Boston Red Sox 2-1 yesterday before an appreciative sellout crowd on opening day in Baltimore. In weather, sunny, highs in the lower 40s, north winds around 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy tonight, lows in the lower 20s with light winds, and mostly sunny Wednesday, highs in the lower 40s. From the Mount Washington Radio Group Online Newsroom, I'm Gare McKenzie.